Hello? Yes, this is the chief of police. What? You spotted the two bandits who held up the Fourth National Bank? Say, that's capital. No, we can't send any policemen over just now. Yes, I know there's a $50,000 reward, but what's money? We're listening to The Life of Riley.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Maplewood Barn Radio Theater on KBIA. The commercials in this show are from the original radio production and have been included only for historical authenticity. They are not intended to endorse or promote any existing product or services. And now, internationally famous Pabst Blue Ribbon, the finest beer served anywhere, and Maplewood Barn Radio Theater proudly present The Life of Riley.
What do you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
And now, The Life of Riley. Being a father in this hectic modern world and coping with the problems of teenage youth is a bewildering task for even the most intelligent of fathers. So you can imagine the trouble a man of Chester A. Riley's mentality goes through.
Oh, hi, doll. Sorry I'm late. I had to put in some overtime. Boy, supper's ready. Okay, let's eat.
Oh, Riley, I'm so glad you're home.
Oh, what's up?
It's Junior. That son of yours is just impossible. He's been acting like a lunatic.
Uh-huh. When he starts acting like a lunatic, he's my son, huh? So what's he done now?
Well, he made a date with Linda Walker across the street to take her to a dance tonight.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's time he had his first date.
I know, but
After all, he'll soon be 14. When a boy gets to be his age, he starts to... he feels... he begins to... I could explain this much better if he were a bee or a bird.
Would you listen to me a minute? I want him to go on this date, but he won't go. He wants to call the whole thing off the last minute.
Why? Don't he like her?
He's crazy about her. He's just scared. He's scared of girls.
The kid's no fool.
Oh, stop being so smart. It's no laughing matter. He's just petrified. And if you just try to talk to him, he gets hysterical. And Miss Walker's been phoning every 5 minutes. Now Linda's all dressed up, waiting for him to call for her and do something.
Now, don't get excited. I'll talk to him. I know how to handle boys. Junior! Oh, there you are. Now, what's all this I hear about this dance?
I'm not going.
Well, why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
Now, look here. It's silly to be scared of girls. Believe me. Girls are just like boys, only they're... Well, they're girls. I mean, nothing to be scared of.
Well, I'm not scared. I just don't feel like going.
Yeah, 'cause you're scared. But you got no reason to be. It's childish. When I took your mother out on our first date, was I scared of her? Of course not. But now, yes, but then, no.
I'm not going, that's all.
Well, why are you so shy? You got nothing to be shy about, Junior. After all, you got my looks, my, Well, let me put it another way.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Now, take it easy, Junior. You don't have to get hysterical. Let's talk this over calm without shouting.
I don't want to go.
You will go, too.
I won't.
I'm
I
still
won't
your
go.
father. When
I
I
won't
say
go,
go,
you
will
won't
go.
make me.
I'll make you go, Junior.
Why, heaven's sake, Riley.
That son of yours is driving me crazy.
Well, shouting isn't gonna help. Now, let's talk this over quietly.
Yeah, you talk. I'm through. I wash my hands off of him.
Oh, Riley, he's just got to go to that dance with Linda.
Well, he won't, so let him take the consequences. He'll grow up. He'll be 40 years old, and he won't know the first thing about women. His kids will laugh at him. I'm through. You can't reason with him.
Oh, now, Junior dear, I know how you feel, but it's perfectly natural. Everybody's scared on their first big date.
Well, Pop wasn't.
He wasn't?
That's what he says. I guess there's something wrong with me. I feel awful.
Now, that's just ridiculous. You're a perfectly normal boy. And just let me tell you about the first date I had with your father. He worked in my father's hardware store back in Brooklyn, and I used to help out there part-time, but he hardly ever spoke to me. He was living with his mother then, and I remember one time... Do you want some more coffee, Chester?
No thanks, Mom. I'll be late for work. Old man Barker will skin me alive. I'll see you tonight. I'll be home early, Mom.
You're always home early, Chester. A boy your age ought to go out more.
Well, I always go out after supper.
Oh, you're always in bed by 9. You ought to be going out with girls.
Well, gee whiz, Ma, give me time. I'm only 21.
Isn't there some girl you like?
Well, yeah, that Peggy Barker.
Your boss's daughter?
Yeah, I see her around the store sometimes. Gee, she's pretty. Every time I look at her, I get sort of an empty feeling inside of me.
Aw, son, you're in love.
Well, I don't know. As soon as I eat, it goes away.
Well, why don't you ask her for a date?
Oh, I couldn't do that. Gee, I hardly ever spoke to her.
Why not, for mercy's sake? You see her every day.
Well, I don't know. I just get scared. I think of lots of clever things to say to her, but every time I open my mouth, all that comes out is...
Now that's silly. There's nothing to be scared of. You just go ask her for a date today.
I don't know. Even if she said yes, where would I get the dough? If only I had a raise.
You won't get one unless you ask for it. And you're afraid to open your mouth. After all, you're not a kid any longer. You've got to assert yourself.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. I'll ask old man Barker for a raise today.
That's my boy. And then you ask Peggy to go out with you.
Oh, I don't know. I'll see.
Oh, what's the matter with you? Don't you want to get married someday and have a home and babies?
Well, sure I do.
Well, you'll never do it unless you go out with girls.
Yeah, I know, but I sure wish there was an easier way. Oh, Miss Barker. Good morning, ma'am. It was nice talking to you. See you later.
Oh, good morning, Chester. Wait a minute, Chester. Don't run off like that.
I've got work to do.
You don't like me, do you?
But I do, honest.
Well, you never want to talk to me. You're always rushing off somewhere.
Well, I said good morning.
Is that all you've got to say to me?
Oh, no, there's lots of things I'd like to say to you.
Like what?
Well,
I don't think you really like me after all.
Oh, but I do. Oh, don't go away. Peggy.
Yes, Chester?
Well, I was thinking, maybe you and me, that is, if you'd like to, we might, well, the two of us, some night if you're not busy, I was hoping you might like to, of course, if you're tied up, I understand. No hard feelings, some other time.
Chester, are you asking me for a date?
No! I mean, maybe. But first I gotta see your father. Excuse me.
Come in.
Mr. Barker, sir, can I see you a minute?
Make it snappy, Riley. There's a store to look after.
Well, sir, it's this way. I've been working for you for over a year now, and I was thinking, that is, if you could see your way clear to, maybe you might, just a small, not that I'm really worth it, but I know times are tough, business is falling off.
The taxes and overhead, and I see your point. No hard feelings some of the time. Just a minute, Riley. Are you asking me for a raise?
Oh, no, but, well, as long as you brought the subject on, I thought maybe...
times are tough, but I'll give you $3 more a week. That'll make it 18. You're really not worth that much.
Yeah, but I'm getting 18 now.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, that ought to be enough money for a young man without responsibilities. It'd be different if you were married, man.
Well, I would like to get married.
Have you got a girl?
Well, yeah, sort of. I can't afford to take her out much unless I get a raise, though.
Are you planning to marry her?
Well, yeah, if she'll have me. If I ever get enough money saved up.
Oh, Riley, don't put off marriage on that account. Move in with your in-laws for the first year.
Well, gee, I never thought of it like that. Thanks, boss.
All right, Riley. I'll raise you to 25.
25? Oh, boy. Oh, gee. Oh, thanks, Mr. Barker. Thanks, boss.
Bring your girl around someday. I'd like to meet her.
Oh, you know her?
Well, who is she?
Your daughter?
What? You've got a nerve. You had the gall to expect a girl like my Peggy to marry a miserable $18 a week clerk?
25. You just gave me a raise, remember? You're not gonna back on your word, are you, boss?
Okay, all right. The raise stands. You get 25.
Oh, thanks.
And now you're fired!
Fired? I'll take 18.
Get out!
17?
You're fired!
Oh, what a revolting development this is.
You've just heard the first act of The Life of Riley, presented by the Maplewood Barn Radio Players. And now...
What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. When a waitress glides up to your place with a pretty smile upon her face, here's the way to really romance her. Give her that Pabst Blue Ribbon answer. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What'll you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Smoother, smoother, smoother flavor, zest and sparkle, million flavor. Taste that smoother, smoother flavor.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Finest beer served anywhere. Prove it yourself. Make the three-way experts test. 1, see the clear color. Look at the creamy head. 2, sniff that fragrant Blue Ribbon blend. 3, taste the flavor the whole world knows. And you'll agree, finest beer served anywhere. What do you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
And now back to The Life of Riley. Mrs. Riley is telling Junior the story of Riley's first date with her.
And Pop really got fired?
Oh, I begged my father to take him back, but your grandpa was, well, he just wouldn't listen. I didn't hear from Riley for quite a while. Then one day, I got a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
From Pop?
Well, he didn't sign the card, but I knew from the poem he wrote on it that it must be from him. I still remember how it goes. To you, my darling Peggy, I send this bunch of roses to tell you that I love you from your head down to your toeses.
Oh, brother.
I guess it is pretty corny, but I didn't think so then. Oh my, I was so excited. Then when Papa came home and did what he did, I was so furious. I had just arranged the roses when...
Peggy! Peggy!
Here, Papa, in the living room.
Oh, I have had a hard day.
Oh, Papa, look at the beautiful roses.
Roses? You know I can't stand being around roses. They make me sneeze.
Oh, it's just your imagination.
It certainly is. That wasn't my imagining. Get rid of them.
No, Papa. Can't they stay in the kitchen? They're from Chester.
Oh, that Riley oaf.
He's not an oaf. I like him.
Well, I do. And I'm not gonna be kept out of my own living room because of that nincompoop. He's just trying to get next to you so he can get his job back.
Oh, that's not true. He likes me, and I like him.
Well, I don't, and I'm not gonna sneeze all night on account of him. Give me those flowers.
Papa, what are you doing?
They're going out the window.
Oh, no, Papa, don't!
Hey there, young man, just a minute.
You mean me, officer?
Yes, I do. What are you doing around here?
Oh, nothing, officer.
You've been hanging around outside this house for over an hour.
Well, I'm just waiting for a girl.
She's a little late for your date, isn't she?
Well, we haven't got a date. She doesn't even know I'm here. I'm just waiting for her.
You haven't got a date. She doesn't know you're here, but you're waiting for her?
Well, yeah, I'm playing it smart. See, I sent her flowers. Then when she comes out, I'm going to ask her for a date. That's her up there. Hey, look, the window's opening. Maybe it's her. I hope she's seen the flowers. Yeah, she's seen them. She just threw them out the window. She threw them out the window? Oh, no, she couldn't. You think this means she don't like me?
Son, why don't you go home?
Officer, is that a gun? Shoot me, will you?
No, take it easy.
I don't want to go on living without her.
Go home, son. Get a good night's sleep.
Well, how can I sleep? Boy, I'd like to tell her what I think of her. I'd tell her plenty, and I will, too. First chance I get. I'm going to tell her off. Boy, I will tell her. I'll say to her,
Chester! Chester, I didn't know you were out here.
Well, you've got your nerve throwing my flowers out of the window.
Oh, but Chester, I didn't...
A dozen beautiful roses, and you throw them out of the window.
Oh, Chester, I didn't...
I don't even want to talk to you. Now beat it.
No, that's no way to talk to a young lady.
Oh, no? After what she done to my flowers, officer? You don't know the trouble I went through stealing them. Some dumb cop almost caught me. I take it back. I didn't mean that. He was a smart cop. I mean, okay, lock me up.
Yeah, I don't know now. That'll be letting you off easy. I think I've got a worse punishment for you. You stay here with your girl, kiss and make up, and get married. Good night.
Oh, Chester, I didn't throw your flowers away.
You didn't?
No, Papa did. He has rose fever. I came down to get him back. I thought they were beautiful.
Gee, Peggy, did you? Oh, it's wonderful to see you again.
Then why didn't I hear from you sooner? I thought you were going to ask me for a date.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a job first. And I got a swell one. I can take you out to a real classy joint now, if you'd like to go with me. Maybe you don't want to go. Well, no hard feelings. Some other time.
I'd love to go with you.
You would? Honest?
Of course.
Oh, gee, I never thought I'd have a date with you. I mean, you go out with fellas like Sidney Monahan. He makes big dough, and he drives a humpmobile and everything.
Oh, I'd rather go out with you anytime.
You really mean that?
This is how much I mean that.
Peggy, you kissed me. Oh, Peggy, this is the first time I've ever been kissed.
But Chester, you're 21.
Well, yeah, I know. And believe me, if I had known it felt like this, I would have done it a lot sooner. You having a good time, Peggy?
Oh, wonderful. That was the best dinner I ever had. And the floor show was really something marvelous.
Oh, yeah, that Bubbles Latour is some dancer, huh?
Oh, but I hate to think what the check's gonna come to.
Oh, don't worry about that. What's money? Easy come, easy go.
Yes, but this Club Morocco is awful expensive.
I got more than enough. I'm working. I got some bundle on me. Look, 15 smackers. You stop worrying about money. When you go out with Chester Riley, you're going out with a sport.
Well, it's getting late, Chester. Maybe we'd better go.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that Sidney Monahan over there?
Where?
He's coming this way. Hey, Sidney. Oh, boy, you'll be surprised to see me here.
Well, hi there, Peggy.
Oh, hello, Sidney.
And Riley. What are you doing here?
Oh, Peggy and me are doing the town.
Oh, really? Really stepping out, huh?
Yep.
Well, let me treat you to something good. Oh, waiter!
No. Let me do the buying, Sidney. Sit down a while.
Well, thanks, but I better get back to my table. I'm with some friends in the other room.
Well, maybe I'll buy your friends a drink, too. Waiter!
Yes, sir.
A drink for everybody at my friend's table on my check.
Oh, but Riley.
Now, I insist. What are you drinking, Sidney?
Champagne?
Perhaps Blue Ribbon for my friend's table.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks, Riley.
Don't mention it.
Well, see you around. So long, Peggy.
Goodbye, Sidney.
So long.
Oh, Chester, you don't have to treat Sidney and his friends.
Why not? Sidney ain't the only one who can be a show-off. Well, let's go, Peggy. Waiter, a check, please.
Yeah, here you are, sir.
Well, let's see. 8, 10, 12, $12.10. Here you are, $15. Keep the change.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well, let's go, Peggy.
And here's the check for the beer for the other party.
Oh, well, I thought it was on the same 95 bottles?
It's a class reunion.
$19?
Yes, sir. It's same as at your grocer, and your grocer don't have Bubbles Latour.
Yeah, well, we ain't going yet. Bring us some more coffee.
Yes, sir. Coffee.
Yeah, and put an aspirin in it, too.
Oh, Chester, you don't have enough money.
Well, don't worry about me. When you're out with Chester Raleigh, you're out with a sport. Excuse me a minute. I gotta phone my mother. Yeah, but Miss Wilson, I gotta talk to my mother. It's very important. Where did she go? To the movies? But I gotta get in touch with her. Listen, will you please go to the movies and find her and tell her to come right down to the Club Morocco? Yeah, the Club Morocco, and bring $19 with her. Yeah, and 60 cents. Thanks. Oh, if I don't get the dough, I'll be carried out of here feet first.
In that case, we'll need help.
Oh, Digger, it's you.
Yes, it is I indeed. Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker.
Oh, Digger, I'm glad to see you. You're a lifesaver.
That's the first time I've been called that.
I'm short $19 for my check.
Oh, my, you're in a tight spot, Riley. This club is run by some of the toughest gangsters in town. If you don't pay up, they'll give me the business.
Nah, you mean they'll give me the business?
When they give you the business, they give me the business.
Digger, can you lend me the dough?
I'm awfully sorry I haven't that much on me.
Well, couldn't you dig something up for me?
They wouldn't accept what I dig up. They want money.
Well, I guess I had to wait for my mother to get down here.
You'd better hurry. If you're here after 10, they slap a $2 cover charge on you.
$2? They got nerve.
My business. The cover charge is much higher.
Oh, suppose my mother don't come. I gotta get out of here.
There's only 2 ways you'll get out of here. One is to sneak out the back.
Yeah, what's the other way?
Well, let's not talk shop. You better sneak out.
How?
I know a way. Through that door to your left, and then wait, I'll draw you a diagram.
Oh, thanks, Digger. If I make it, I'll meet you outside and give you a lift home.
If you don't make it, I'll give you a lift home. Well, here's the diagram, and now you'd better be shoveling off.
Okay, Peggy, you ready? Let's go.
But, Chester, this check,
don't worry about that now. It's all fixed. Now, let's get out of here.
Not that way, Chester. Go to the right.
This way is shorter. Come on, Peggy, hurry up. Now through this door here. Come on.
But, Chester, are you sure this is the way out?
Yeah, sure. Come on through this door.
Oh, this is the kitchen.
Well, quick, right through here.
Chester, we're going the wrong way. This is where they wash the
Trust
dishes.
me, I know what I'm doing. In here quick.
This is the furnace room.
Yeah, we're on the right track. Now up these steps. Hurry up,
But
Peg.
Chester...
I'll explain later. Now through this door and up this ladder.
Oh,
I'll go first. You
Chester,
follow me.
It's so dark, I can't see.
Well, hold on to me. We're almost up at the top. There. Okay? Now, where's that trap door? Oh, I see it. There it is. Ugh. There. I'll get out first and pull you up. Give me your hand now.
All right.
Upsy-daisy, here we go.
Why, we're up on the roof.
Well, no, don't worry. We can get down. There's a fire escape on the next building here. Step out on this ledge.
What? How will we get across it? It's so wide.
It's only 3 feet. We'll jump.
Oh.
There. Come on, Peg. Jump.
Oh, Chester,
Don't be scared. It's a cinch. Come on.
I don't...
Atta girl. Now, down the fire escape. Hurry.
It doesn't go down all the way down.
Well, no. We have to drop down. Hang on to the last rung and let yourself go. It's only 12 feet.
Oh.
No, I'll go first and catch you.
Oh, Chester, I really don't...
Oh, Peg, let's go. Don't be scared. There. We made it. Well, that was easy, huh?
Oh, why did we have to go through all of this?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't have enough money to pay the check.
But, Chester, while you were gone, I paid the check.
Huh?
I realized you didn't have any money, and I had...
Nothing doing. I don't take money from a girl. Let's go back.
Oh, now, don't be silly, Chester. You'll pay me back.
Yeah, how? All that money, it'll take me years and years. Peggy, will you marry me? You'd better. It's the only way to get even.
So, you see, Junior, you're not the only boy who's scared on his first date. And if your father lived through it, well, you will too. Now, you go call for Linda.
Oh, okay, Mom. Good night.
Good night, dear.
Well, where you going, son?
To the dance.
Well, you changed your mind, eh? You're showing some sense. Oh, how I envy you, son. There's nothing like your big first date. What a thrill. I remember the first time I took your mother out.
Mom told me.
Peg? You told him?
Yes, dear.
I mean, the truth?
Of course.
Now, you promised me you'd never breathe a word of what happened that night.
Oh, don't be silly, Riley.
Well, okay. You broke your promise, but just for that, you'll wait for that $19 I owe you.
What do you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Join us again next week for another classic show by the Maplewood Barn Radio Players. The script was written by Reuben, Shipp, and Alan Mitchcock. Riley was played by Rich Olson, and both Mrs. Riley and Riley's mother were Shonda Salazar. Digger Odell and the waiter were played by Byron Scott. Jr. was Terry Yates. Riley's father-in-law and Sidney Monahan were played by Trevor Keith. This is your host and narrator, Darren Hellwege, who was also that cop, wishing you a happy evening. See you next week.